Climate change negotiations and health, exploring the challenges and efforts made. Introduction. Climate change is a global problem. Climate change is a global problem affecting every nation with implications for our health and well being. The rise in global temperature, natural disasters, and the spread of diseases are just a few examples of how climate change affects human health on a global scale. Efforts to mitigate impact of climate change on health. Efforts are being made by the global community to mitigate the impact of climate change on health. These efforts include adaptation strategies, mitigation measures, and policies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Climate change negotiations. History of climate change negotiations. Climate change negotiations have been ongoing for decades, with various international agreements aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating the effects of climate change. Current international agreements. The Paris Agreement is the most comprehensive international agreement on climate change, with the goal of limiting global warming to 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. However, there are still many challenges to implementing the Paris Agreement and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. What is climate change? Definition of climate change. Climate change refers to the long-term changes in our planet's temperature, precipitation, and weather patterns that are caused by natural processes and human activities. Causes of climate change. Climate change is caused by a variety of factors, including human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation, as well as natural processes such as volcanic eruptions and changes in the Earth's orbit. International negotiations. Process of international negotiations. The process of international negotiations involves a series of meetings and discussions between countries aimed at reaching a global agreement on climate change. Negotiations are often complex and lengthy, involving multiple stakeholders and competing interests. Role of different countries. Different countries play roles in international negotiations. Developing countries often demand more support from developed countries, while developed countries are expected to take the lead in reducing emissions and providing financial assistance. Challenges in reaching a global agreement. Reaching a global agreement on climate change is challenging due to the diverse interests of different countries, lack of consensus on key issues, and the complex nature of climate change itself. Impact of climate change on health. Spread of vector-borne diseases. Climate change is causing the spread of vector-borne diseases like malaria and dengue fever, as mosquitoes and other disease-carrying insects are able to survive in new areas due to changing climate conditions. Air pollution. Climate change is causing an increase in air pollution, which has harmful effects on human health, including respiratory problems and heart disease. Extreme weather events. Climate change is leading to an increase in extreme weather events like hurricanes, floods, and heat waves, which can cause direct harm to human health through injury, displacement, and illness. Direct health impacts. Vector-borne diseases. Climate change is affecting the spread of vector-borne diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus, which can cause serious health impacts to humans. Heat-related illnesses and injuries. Climate change is causing more frequent and severe heat waves and extreme weather events, leading to heat-related illnesses and injuries such as heat stroke. Indirect health impacts. Indirect health impacts of climate change include mental health issues such as anxiety and depression due to displacement or loss of homes caused by extreme weather events. Conclusion. Climate change poses a significant threat to our health and the environment. We need to work together to mitigate its impact and transition towards a more sustainable and resilient future for all. Thank you.